State Affairs Committee to order this morning. Just one quick note, we made some agenda adjustments. Since the Senate didn't get the bills assigned numbers until very late last week, we wanted to give our conferees on some of the election bills time to get their testimony in, and we felt like the time was just a little too short with the pro forma days, and so we've adjusted our agenda, and we won't have those election bills until starting later in the week, so you can check the agenda coming up. And yeah, oh yeah, just a second here. And so I will just for, as soon as I can find my notes here, I think we do have a bill hearing tomorrow on Senate Bill 92, I believe it is. So today, are there any requests for bill introductions? Senator Holscher.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I've got three. First is RS 1155.
Okay.
Expands the silver alert system to include persons 18 years of age and older with developmental disabilities. I'm sorry.
Yeah, committee, any discussion or objections to introduction to that bill? Seeing none, that bill is introduced.
RS 0881.
Okay. And what's
modifies the requirements and procedures for functional incapacitation release and terminal medical release of inmates.
Any discussion or objection to introduction to that bill? Seeing none, that is introduced. Next bill.
SCR 1605, the Kansas Citizen Involvement Act provides for initiative and referendum powers for citizens of Kansas.
Any discussion or objection on the introduction of that bill? Seeing none, that bill is introduced. Any other bill introductions? Yes, Senator Faust-Godot.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have one bill introduction, and that number is RS 1156, and it deals with self-defense and use of force.
Committee, any discussion or objection to introduction? Seeing none, that bill is introduced. Any other bills to introduce? Senator Blasey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. One is regarding alcoholic beverages, regulating sampling. It's RS 0986. I believe this is a companion bill mirroring House Bill 2170 in the House.
Any discussion or objections to introduction to that bill? Seeing none, that bill is introduced. And Senator Blasey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And the other one is RS 1157, which helps protect small businesses from ridiculous litigation. Thank you.
Any discussion or objection to introduction to that bill? Seeing none, that one sounds interesting. That bill's introduced. I believe Mike Nichols has some, or Mike, I'm sorry, Mike O'Neill, I'm sorry. Come on up, Mike.
Morning, Mr. Chairman. I've been called a lot worse.
Well, that's long day already.
Yeah, good morning. RS 1151 on behalf of Walmart and others in our coalition. It would allow for the delivery by licensees of cereal and malt beverage alcohol drinks.
Committee, any discussion or objection to introduction of that bill? Seeing none, that is introduced.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Any other bill introductions from the audience? I do have three. It'd be 23 RS 1129. That's an act concerning school districts relating to school-sponsored travel and activities. And any discussion or objection to introduction of that bill? Seeing none, that is introduced. We also have 23 RS 1031, and that has to do with the, that's coming from the Alzheimer's Association. I don't have full details on that. Any discussion or objection to introduction of that? Seeing none, that's introduced. And then 23 RS 1137, that is a concurrent resolution making an application to Congress of the United States to call a convention for the purpose of proposing amendments to the Constitution. Any discussion or objection to that introduction? Seeing none, that's introduced. Any other bill introductions? Seeing none, we do have a point of personal privilege for Senator Faust-Godot.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to acknowledge some visitors in the Capitol today. Lawanda DeShazer, if she would stand, she is the director of the Wichita NAACP Youth, and they are here with her today in celebration of Black Legislative Day at the Capitol. Thank you for being here.
And welcome to the committee. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it very much. All right, committee, the only other business that we have on the agenda today is approval of minutes. Sheila sent out minutes for January 24th, 25th, 26th, and 31st. And hopefully you've had time to review that. Do I have a motion to pass those minutes out as drafted? We have a motion from Senator Peterson. Do we have a second? Second by Senator Cluse. Any discussion? All those in favor saying aye, or say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. The minutes are approved. Any other business to come before the committee today? Seeing none, we will hear Senate Bill 92 tomorrow, and we are adjourned. Thank you, committee.